Hello and welcome to week 2 of the Cup of Tea Coffee and Card. My name's Linda Ellis of lindaspapercraft.co.uk and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, obviously. And if you don't already have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. Just click on the links below. Right, so this week we're making this little card here. Now I'm using a pack of cards by Stampin' Up. If I can find the rest of them, here they are. So it's part of the same suite, and you get 4 cards, each of the new in colours, and they all have matching envelopes as well. So how cute are they? So I've used, for today's card, this is the Orchid Oasis, and then the one we're making today is actually the Starry Sky. So those are the final 2 colours of the 5, and that's on the same page as the teacup in the catalogue. Just look at those envelopes, aren't they amazing? So pop those away so I can find them next time I'm looking for them. So as I say, today we're going to use the Starry Sky. Now on this one I actually stamped the foliage in Night of Navy, but you could use the Orchid Oasis if you've got it, and on this one I'm going to use the Starry Sky again. If you don't have it, use Night of Navy, that works quite well as well. Right, so in your pack you will have your beautiful envelope. All envelopes should look like this, they really should. Okay, and your ready-made card blank, and it will either be Starry Sky or Orchid Oasis. And then on this one, because it's Starry Sky, I've got a piece of Starry Sky card. Wow, that's a mouthful. And also some basic white and some Daffodil Delight to make your little lemon. Okay, so let's get on with it. The other colours I've used are the Garden Green and the Fresh Freesia again, because they just go so well together. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is stamp my Starry Sky cup, and I'm using the stamp with the foliage on. So that's the one that's got the little leaves on. And I'm just going to stamp that in the middle, and then I shall, oh, let me wipe that off, and that is die cut using, move the ink out of the way, so I'm using that die, the open die, to cut out the cup, and then the detail of the lemon is in the basic white, and the background is in the Daffodil Delight. Right, so with the magic of TV and forward preparation, I've already done these. So here we go. So all I've done here is I've just glued the 2 pieces together, so we've got our slice of lemon to go with the cup of tea, and then this one I've stamped with the Starry Sky, and this one I've stamped with the Night of Navy. So if you don't have your Starry Sky yet, Night of Navy will work well, and if you don't have Night of Navy yet, you need it because it's a really good neutral. I use it all the time. It's my new favourite now that Misty Moonlight's gone, and it was my favourite before we had Misty Moonlight. Right, so I'm going to use my Starry Sky one today on here, and now we need to get to do some stamping. Oh, some dust. I confess to eating Pringles between videos today, so I can do that. This is why we don't leave stamp pads open, ladies, okay? That's a shame, because that's not going to look like I designed it like that, is it? Perhaps a big sticky label with an address on. Lesson learned. Do as I say, not as I do. Right, let's pop this away, because we have actually finished with it as well, just to add insult to injury. Right, so I am going to position for a start my cup roughly where I'm going to put it, and I'm going to add my sentiment, and in this I used Fresh Freesia. And let's get together soon. So I'm just going to ink that up. Don't forget to use the corners of your ink pads. We're all very fond of drying them out in the middle. And then I'm just popping that down in the corner, giving the ink a chance to come away. There we go. Let's get together soon. And then I'm going to put this away. Add my greenery. Again, I'm using garden green like I used on the last card. There we go. So what I'm going to do here, because I want them coming out of the top of the teacup, but obviously I don't want to stamp the teacup itself, so I'm just dropping it down a little bit. And then I'm going to stamp the garden, I'm getting the ink pad out of the way, just above where the teacup is now, because I still need to leave room for the little flowers above. There we go, and then that will just slide up. If it'll go straight. And it's well, that easy. The plants were that easy to plant. There we go, planted. And then we're going to add the flowers this time, because we're not die cutting the foliage out. We can add the flowers. You can actually, there is a die to cut the foliage out as well, which is this wacky one here. There. So that, we get it the right way. Yeah, there it is. So that cuts out. So you stamp them all at once and cut them out all at once, and then you can arrange them around the leaves as you want. But I'm just going to stamp it straight on. So again, getting very lax with these stamp pads today. So, and again, just inking up. Don't forget the sides and the corners of your ink pads. There we go. And then I'm just going to line that up. So the big ones sort of go in the gaps, and then the two little ones, so they're not on any stems as such, so they're just floating. Just a hint of flowers. I think they look really cute. Okay. Right, so quite a simple card today, really. Nice and quick and easy. And I'm just going to stick this flat. And the lemon, to be honest, I debated putting the lemon up on dimensionals and decided it would be it was too far up, if you like. Perhaps if we did some slimmer dimensionals, if anyone from Stampin' Up is listening. And there we go. So we've got a little arrangement of flowers in a teacup. And then I'm just going to put the glue on the teacup itself rather than on the lemon, because what I want it to do is just sit, so it's only slightly, but it's just slightly off the card there, so it's in front of the cup. And we just add our little slice of lemon. And then I'm just thinking, shall we? I think we will. I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals. So this does feel like a 6-dimensional piece, or maybe even an 8. Our dimensionals work so well because of the shape of them. You don't have to cover it. But I do like to make sure I've no soggy middles. Do you know, I've left that fresh freezer open as well. Very lackadaisical with my stamp pads today. There we go, gone. So, oh, that one's gone. One of my friends who's a demonstrator actually puts a black mark on the back of all the or just draws black lines down his sheets of dimensionals so he can tell whether he's taken them all off, and I keep thinking I really must. Yep. Start doing that. Okay, so now when I'm trying to do this, I often open the card so it's not moving out quite as much as when it's closed. And then, because the thing is, it's quite, because because of the pattern on the card, it's quite obvious if you don't get it straight. And of course with dimensionals we don't have any wriggle room. I have to take them off and start again. So there we go. So shall we show off the nice side of this envelope rather than the horrible side? Teach me. One day I'll listen to my own advice. Okay, so very nice simple card, just taking advantage of the ready-made cards that Stampin' Up do sell, and just adding a few little details. This one I've just raised it up, just stepped it up a little bit, but I hope you've enjoyed that and look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye.